Hello beautiful souls, and welcome to our Aquarius season pick a card reading. I'm really excited to see what this season holds in store for us, so let's get started. So welcome to Aquarius season, technically the first new season of the new year. Even though we had a new moon in Capricorn right at the end of December, obviously the new moon in Aquarius will be a great time for setting your intentions for the year ahead. We know that Aquarius is the fixed air sign, even though it has the water bearer as its symbol. It is the ruler of the 11th house and is ruled by Uranus, or some people or some astrologers will say it's also ruled by Saturn. And it's a really rebellious, eccentric, community-driven energy. So if you have this in your chart, this is where the community side of you comes in. This is where the abstract, different side of you comes in, right? Whenever we think of Aquarians, we think of like the more out there kind of cool, arty, different people. My mum's an Aquarian, so I'm like describing her. She was definitely a rebellious person in the sense that she didn't conform to society. So that's really what this energy is about. So don't forget to check where you have Aquarius in your chart or which of the houses that you have it rules. That will be highlighted this month. Today we are using the Children of the Cosmos deck and the Kyle Gray Angel Prayers Oracle deck. So just take a moment to close your eyes and just tune in and just ask, what do I need to know for Aquarius season, for this first astrological season of the new year of 2023? And when you're ready, open your eyes and just choose from either card pile 1 on the left or card pile 2 on the right, and just trust that you will choose exactly what you need to know in this now moment. So if you chose card pile number 1, then your main theme for the Aquarius season is the universe speaks in synchronicity. The signs are everywhere. Tune in. What is the universe trying to tell you? This is a really interesting card because it says, what is the universe trying to tell you? So I love that already for Aquarius season. The universe is connecting with you. It's reaching out to you and it's phoning you up. It's saying, hey girl, or guy, or person, whatever you prefer, we need to tell you something. This is what you need to know. And so you need to pick up the phone, right? And that means acknowledge the signs that you're seeing, especially if you're asking for a sign, right? You're saying to the universe, I really need help. I don't know what to do right now. I don't know where I'm at. This new year's just started. I don't know how I feel about last year. I haven't really processed that, and now I've got a new year to contend with, and I've got all these ideas going on. I've got all these commitments I need to do, and just everything going on crazily. I need a sign for X, Y, and Z, right? I need a sign for what I should focus on first, or if I can trust this new person I've just met at work, or if I can start dating this new person, right? You might find that you're feeling just almost, I feel like pulled in so many directions, stretched. Almost like, you know those kids' toys that you get that they're like this big, but then when you stretch them, they stretch really far, like Elastic-Eye, whatever he's called from the Fantastic Four. That's the imagery that I'm getting here, is that you feel pulled in so many different directions, almost like you're just tuned into so many different things, and you don't know what is truth, you don't know what is authentic, you don't know what is right for you. So the universe is like, well, we're here. Just pick up the phone, just answer the call that we're sending to you, and we can tell you what you need to know through signs, through synchronicity. So maybe just look out for those signs, you know, pick one yourself, of course. I always find it's really good to say to the universe, okay, I would like a sign if X is right for me, whatever that may be. That could be the wrong word to use actually, because they might think I mean an ex-partner. Let's rephrase that. Could this be right for me? And pick whatever that may be. And I would love to have a sign within 48 hours. And could that sign please be, for example, a pink rainbow? And then you have 48 hours for the universe to send you this pink rainbow. Sometimes they might work outside that time frame. So if it's been 72 hours and you see a pink rainbow, you can be like, okay, I'm still taking that as my sign. But within that 48 hours, if I don't see that sign, then I'm like, okay, fair enough. That's a no. And sometimes that will be the case. Sometimes you won't get a sign at all, and that's okay. Sometimes it might not be the sign that you've asked for, and that might be that maybe you've asked the wrong question or phrased it in a different way to what the universe is looking for, in which case I would recommend going to meditate, to tune in and say, okay, how can I ask the right question? What is the right question I need to know the answer for right now? And something that's interesting that's come through is your second card for this month is connect with music. It says, thank you angels for inspiring me through music. So I'm wondering if actually it could be a song. It might be that you're listening to the radio, or you're listening to one of your musical apps, because there are many musical apps out there that you can listen to, and a song comes on. Maybe it's on shuffle, or maybe it's just on the radio that happens to come on, and the lyrics mean something to you, and you're like, oh, okay. So you could almost make your synchronicity or sign perhaps a bit broader in that sense, and you could say, I would really like a sign to do with blah blah. Could you please give me the answer to that sign through song, whether that be on the radio, in the car, maybe somebody I pass in the street who's listening to music, when I'm listening to my music, at the gym, whatever it may be. Can you please make it so that song, that lyric, it tunes in for me and I understand the answer to that question? So I think really trust the signs that you're seeing in Aquarius season and almost let them be your intuition, let them guide you this season to tuning into the right things for you. That's really the message that's coming through with this reading for you. So if you chose card pile number 2, then your main theme for this Aquarius season is unity consciousness. We are one, see the divine in everything and everyone. Now I quite like this because last year card pile 2 had a lot of healing and a lot of work to go through, and I actually feel like this card's giving you a break and it's saying, no, this year just really tune into spirit, tune into your higher self, tune into the unity, the oneness, the connectivity that we all have on some level, preferably a soul level, but even on a human level we have that connection, right? We are all at the end of the day humans. We all still go to the toilet, we all still eat, we all still sleep on some level, okay? So I think this card is asking you to tune into that and to really come from a very centered space this Aquarius season. And I mean, I love that this card has come in for Aquarius season because Aquarians are obviously very futuristic, they're very eccentric, they're very different, they don't conform with society. So perhaps that's the message that's coming through most for you, is like, how can you be your most different self and acknowledge the oneness that we all have, but also allow yourself to be that individual, okay? To share that side of yourself that maybe you haven't felt is safe to share or you haven't felt confident to share. And the reason I say that is because your second card that came through is Leap of Faith, and it says, I'm ready to take a leap, angels, thank you for doing it with me. And this person's literally almost like the Fool in tarot, you know, just like their wings are spread, they're like fist bumping the air, like, yes, we've got this. And I mean, there's almost like a superhero outfit here. I quite like that. So maybe it's asking you to become the superhero in your story, in your life, right? For you to step forwards as that side of yourself. You've done the work last year, and so this year you're being invited to step forwards with the wisdom that you've gained. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to like run around spouting truth and wisdom to people, because we don't want to preach, okay? Preaching is never what people receive or are receptive to. People immediately shut down if they're preached to in the wrong circumstance, okay? In the right circumstance, yes, people are willing, they're open, they're receptive, they're going to hear it. In other circumstances, it's good to actually just acknowledge, is this person creating a space for me to share my wisdom or my intuition? Is it healthy for me to do so? If it is, then I will share that with them, and I might say to them, you know, would you mind if I shared something that intuitively I feel, or that just makes sense, or that I have an understanding of, that I could really share with you to help you. So I think there's kind of a role here of being quite neutral and divine at the same time, if that makes sense. And it probably makes sense as you tune into it more as the season goes on, but I really think this is opportunity for you to really step into that side of yourself, that individual nature, whilst recognizing your unity, your connectiveness to everything and everyone around you. And how can you marry those two things together and allow yourself to be that unique expression of your soul, whilst really seeing yourself and that unity and connection in everybody you meet. So let me know how these readings resonate with you in the comments below. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in next week's video. I can remember. Hello beautiful souls, and welcome to our Aquarius, and welcome. I'm really excited to see what this, so I really hope that it's with the wisdom that you see, even on a humanity, even on a human I just need some water because my throat's so dry. Mr. Elastic. The universe speaks in... And is it the Angel Oracle or the... Oh my gosh, I've completely forgotten what it's called. I'm going to have to Google that. I can't pretend I don't know what that is.